Hello Bitcoin world and welcome back to my channel. It's Brian here, the UK Bitcoin Master. Great to be with you all as always. Today is Monday the 16th of July 2018. Fabulous to be here with you. As always, strong hand, as Adam Meister says, strong hand. You need to have a strong hand. Delay gratification, put your money away, treat it as a savings account, wait down the road and you'll be extremely happy. As always, please like this video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, get the message out. Follow me on Twitter at UK Bitcoin Master and on Steemit and DTube at Buzz27. Okay, so, and one last thing. You will also see at the end of the video, there'll be a QR code if for any of you want to donate a tiny little bit of Bitcoin to the cause. All donations greatly received. And in the notes section below, there'll be any pertinent links to this video, as well as that public key. God, brain went then. So what is my topic today? Well, my topic was born out of a conversation I've had earlier today with a family member who's got a little bit of Bitcoin. And when I got into the space back in 2017, I, like most new people, didn't really understand it. You know, I chose to go the route of learning, you know, following, you know, channels like Adam Meister and BTC Benny and Simon Dixon and all these others that I've mentioned many times before. And again, you know, all the links of the people that I follow and watch their videos, you'll find in the notes section below. So do go and check them and follow their links and catch some of their videos, because, you know, mine is a Bitcoin for Beginners series, but some of their channels are a little bit more advanced and you can learn so much, just as I did, you know, when I first got into this. But when I first got into it, excuse me, I didn't really understand it. I guess I did buy on the hype and excitement of a friend of mine who gave me a call when I bought Bitcoin. And of course then I, you know, told my friends and my family around it, and many people said, oh, what are you doing now? And all that type of stuff. But some of them, we got them a little bit of Bitcoin. Now, unfortunately, this family member that I was talking to today, we got her Bitcoin at just before the peak in 2017, when it was pretty close to $20,000. And then, of course, we know that you know, through early 2018 up to the summer, it took a steady decline. And, you know, I've explained this in previous videos, but I'll explain it again in simple terms. That is because the hype of 2018, people bought, didn't really understand, including me. I was lucky, I did a lot of research, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I stuck with it, and I believe now I'm a 20%er. But of course, many of them didn't really take the time to learn like I've done, so don't really understand it and see the price down. So this family member that invested a certain amount of money, she's seen that diminish by 2/3. So I spoke with her today about getting some more Bitcoin because she's got a little bit of money. And of course, it was then trying to help her to understand why, when it was down, and why I'm so excited about where it's going to go over the long term. And I tried to explain to her that, you know, I'm heading for 60. She's in her mid to late 20s. You know, a little bit put away today, flipping out, could give you a fantastic little lump sum in maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years time that you wouldn't even believe was possible. But of course, maybe I didn't articulate it very well and she didn't end up putting anything into it, which is okay. I don't have a problem. I did say it's completely your choice, but I tried to explain to her about how the masses bought on the hype, and then as it started to go down, some sold, which led to the price dropping a bit more, and more sold, and the price went down a bit more, and more people panicked and they thought I better sell and all that sort of stuff. And now the price is, I tried to explain how the price is now, you know, back to probably where it should be. You know, and again, you know, I talked to her, and I'm talking to you on this video, you know, to make it easy to understand. Imagine this. Imagine a stairway, a staircase, okay? And on that staircase is your Bitcoin growth over years, maybe even decades, even when I'm not here, okay? So you put some money in, okay, and Bitcoin goes forward 6 or 7 steps. That is 20k of 2017, yeah? But then, of course, all of a sudden it shoots right back down to 2 steps. Well, your entrance was no steps. So whilst it shot forward and came back, you're still 2 steps forward. So now, if you buy some more Bitcoin and that then goes back to step 7, which it will, and it will go beyond. Okay, in previous videos, I talked to you about 2013, what happened. There was one commentator I was watching on YouTube recently that said he remembers when it went from $30 back to $3. Well, that's a 10-fold drop backwards, isn't it? Yeah, $30, and now one Bitcoin's like $6,500. You know, today in July 18. So, you know, imagine that's 6,000 from $30. You know, 2013, 2018, 5 years. Imagine if that 6,000 is 50,000 or 60,000 in another 5 years. What is the Bitcoin you invest worth? So back to the staircase. So you go up 7, Bitcoin growth, then it retraces back to 2. You started at 0, you're now at 2. You invest some more, and then Bitcoin will climb back up to 7, and it will probably go on to 15. And then it might come back to 5. But you started at 0, it's gone from 2 to 5. And then it might go on again, and it might go to 25 or 30, and then it will retrace back to 8, 10, 12, none of us know. The point I'm trying to make is, do you buy Bitcoin when it's surging? No, because it's going to retrace, it always does. As does any stock, as does anything that's got a monetary value, like a stock, share, bond, etc. So it is understanding, if you're a newbie, that it's going to go forward several steps, but it's going to retrace back several, but it's not going to go back all the way. Right now, all the commentators are saying that 6,000 is its support level. It's not going much below 6,000, and then it will climb off the back of that. So what I'm trying to get over to you in this video is just try and understand that if you buy Bitcoin when it's surging and all the media are talking about Bitcoin's exploding, oh, this is going to the moon, and it's on television and news channels, it is too late, don't buy it. Because the hype of those channels is going to take it up. And then, of course, the reality from the masses that come in based on that hype, they're going to panic and sell. Then it's going to drop down. What you have to learn to do in Bitcoin is buy low. And not even sell high, just buy low. Because then it will go high, and without selling, you've increased your portfolio. You can increase your portfolio by as much as 10x in a year, but the reality is, if all you did was increase your portfolio 1.5 times per year, is that better than leaving it in a bank savings account? You tell me. And the reason I say that, and I've said it on previous videos, is my first Bitcoin I paid £1,500 for. Okay, it went all the way up to $20,000. I don't know what it is, 14 or 15,000, 16,000 pounds, and then it came all the way back, and it sat around $5,000 pounds. Sorry. So is £1,500 to £5,000 in just over a year a good return? Oh my Lord, yes. And that is what I want to get over to you guys that are new, thinking of dipping your toe in, got in a little bit and maybe worrying about the price. If you stop worrying about the price and you start to try and understand the fundamentals of Bitcoin, and I won't go into that on this channel, but the fundamentals are it's going to change the way we use money. It is digital gold. It is like the internet in the 1990s when we were all scared to death of it, and look at what we can do on the internet today, even with like Apple Pay on our phones and stuff like that. So, you know, give it a couple of decades, God willing, I'll still be here to see it. But if you are younger than me and you're watching this, give it a couple of decades and you see what your investment is worth when it becomes like the internet, because it is the internet of money. Oh my God, it's about having a bit of vision here. It's about looking forward and catching the vision of where this is going to go. So to summarize, you do not buy Bitcoin when it's all over the media, everyone's talking about how fantastic it is and look how it's growing. It's too late. You buy when it's down low and no one's talking about it. Okay, that is when, as more institutions and big hitters accumulate, the price of Bitcoin goes up. As more and more adoption takes place around the world, as more and more companies start to be open to being paid in Bitcoin. Even now, you can book hotels, flights with Bitcoin. You can book before and pay for holidays with Bitcoin. You wouldn't want to right now because it's so volatile, hence 20,000 to 6,000, remember that. It's so volatile that, you know, there was a case many years ago when Bitcoin first started out that somebody paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. Oh my God, if you had 10,000 Bitcoin today worth 6 grand a Bitcoin, that's a hellishly expensive pizza, isn't it? Yeah. So I guess the message from this video is buy low. You need to buy when everyone's negative about Bitcoin. That's the real key here. If you buy when everyone's positive, you're way too late. Buy when everyone's negative. Learn the fundamentals of why Bitcoin's not going anywhere. This is 2018, guys. In 2019, Bitcoin is 10 years old. It's gone from a few cents a Bitcoin, with all the ups and all the downs and all the swings and the highs and the lows. It's gone from a few cents when it first started out and nobody believed it and everyone was saying it was drug money and, you know, that type of thing, to being a currency of the future, which is currently sat around $6,000 from a few cents. Imagine the same vision over the coming 10 years. Where's your little bit of Bitcoin that you invest right now going to be in 10 years, 20 years? So the message from this video is to try and educate the new people that are not in the space or just in the space. At the moment, Bitcoin's down and now is the time to accumulate. But as God is my witness, as every cent I own, it is going to go to the moon, so to speak, to coin a phrase from a good friend of mine down in Australia. It's going to go to the moon. The challenge is none of us know when. So accumulate now before it starts its bull run and starts climbing like the clappers again, because I promise you it is going to. That's our show for today, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, like this video. Please share it with your friends. Get them to start to understand Bitcoin from a beginner's perspective. Subscribe to the channel. There's a bell beside the subscribe button where if you hit that, you'll get any notifications of when I upload a video or if I do anything live. Again, please follow me on Twitter at UK BitcoinMeister, on Steemit and DTube, which are alternative cryptocurrency platforms, at Buzz27. Again, to end the video, if you can at all, there's a donate QR code just come up on your screen. Please donate a little bit of Bitcoin to the cause. It helps commentators like us keep the channel running, do more research on information to share with you guys. If you don't have a QR reader, in the notes section below, you will find a public address where you can send that little bit of Bitcoin. It can be tiny, but every little bit helps with these types of channels, guys. So thanks for being with me today. I'll do another video as always on Thursday, but until then, guys, anything pertinent to this video, any links you'll find in the notes sections below. And I would encourage you all, always read the notes below. It shows you where you can get a Trezor from, a hardware wallet. There's always a link there to my good buddy out in Australia, Bitcoin to the Moon, where you can buy his fantastic t-shirts and merchandise. That will be there every time now. Periodically I'll be wearing his t-shirts and promoting his channel. He's got a fantastic blog, bitcointothemoon.com. Really is superb. You know, it's got so much on there, all sorts of information, and it's certainly helping me to learn and craft my trade and my profession. So do check the notes below. I've been through all of that lot again. I'm not going to go through it again. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Donate if you can, and I'll catch you all on Thursday. So for today, guys, have yourselves a fantastic Bitcoin day and an amazing Bitcoin week. Take care, guys.